type video. So I have seen this a couple times on YouTube, not a crazy amount. I think either Hatsy or Vixella started this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a huge fan of their channel specifically. I don't really watch either of them religiously or keep up with their work. But I do get them a lot of my recommendation, and I do follow them on social media and all that kind of stuff. So I do, kind of follow them. So I'm pretty sure one of them started this challenge, but if you guys know down below, let me know, because I'm not 100% sure who actually started this. But basically, you're building a house using only pre-made rooms that are made by The Sims, that The Sims has supplied for us. And what I decided to do is I wanted to use one from each category. Now, I say that, I do not believe I put in a formal dining room, but that's just because the kitchen I used had a bar and a dining, and I just couldn't get the purpose to put in a formal dining room when there was already so much kitchen space. Now, granted, I don't think anyone is actually going to use this house, but it really isn't that unlivable. I feel like it's pretty livable. I don't know. Another thing you may notice, I feel like the videos I have watched of people doing this challenge is they do it in real time and kind of talk about it and complain and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just really not the best when it comes to editing videos and cutting stuff out. As you know, or may not know, my Let's Plays that I do are really just, they're just straight through. Like, I play for 30-ish minutes. I try to play for 20. Most of the time I end up playing for 30 because I'm just really bad. But we play through a day, and I don't edit anything because I just don't know how to. In the end, that's really what it comes down to. I don't know how I would do it or anything like that, so I just don't. So when it came to doing something like this, I couldn't think about, I had no idea how I would edit it down if I was to do it real time. I feel like the build would have came out a heck of a lot different and not have been as nice. Because my main goal was to really make this house look livable and look real. That is what I was trying to go for the whole entire time, is I wanted this, at least from the outside, to be a realistic looking home that someone might actually have in their world. Maybe, from the outside it looks like a normal house, so you place it on a lot somewhere and it's just kind of in the background of your gameplay or of your Let's Plays and whatnot, but it's not actually a house that you use or visit or something like that. That was kind of like the hopes I was getting from it. In the end, I feel like we kind of accomplished something sort of like that. It is just really wide and really boxy. And that just comes down to the fact that it was completely made with pre-made rooms that are all square-shaped, so they're all going to be boxy and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, it was back and forth, a lot of back and forth. And right now we're working on this roofing area, this roofing segment. And I actually did not keep any of this roofing. It took me 3 days to do this, but only 2 hours once I had put got all of my files together and had them all up. It was hardly over 2 hours of footage, so it didn't take me long to do, but I had to do it over an span of 3 days just because I was kind of busy and trying to get other videos done and just life stuff done and all that kind of stuff. So it did take me a minute to kind of do it, and so I got to spend a lot of time thinking about it, going back and forth with it. So we do completely redo the whole entire roofing of this house near the end of the video, and we do a cute little backyard segment as well. Originally I was just going to leave that patio, but I end up adding an actual backyard in, and I really do like how it turns out. But I did not record any of that. Actually, I had gone into the build to kind of check it out and figure out what I still needed to do. And then I just started messing with it. And halfway through messing with it, I was like, oh wait, I should record this because I'm going to be posting it. And so we do get some of it. And obviously the screenshots, you can see how the roofing ended up, how the yard ended up, and all that kind of stuff. It's just the last clip on day 3 just isn't as long as the rest, and just a little bit kind of jump cutty, I guess you can say, just because I did a lot of it, and then I realized that I should be recording. But essentially, this house has a formal living room in the entrance, and then it has a family room a little ways behind it. There is a eating kitchen, a master bedroom, a teenager's bedroom, and a baby bedroom. And then it also has a study, 2 bathrooms, an art studio, a gardening studio, I guess you would call that, maybe a studio. And then we do throw in a laundry room, and obviously there's that big old movie patio area. So it was really cool to get to use all these items and everything. I haven't done it yet, or there you go. Right there, I fixed all the wood, because like I said, I still wanted it to be somewhat cohesive in all of that, so I did adjust the wood to match throughout all the rooms that had that wood that showed some sort of unison and whatnot. And then we changed carpeting into the baby's bedroom because for some reason they had tile and not carpet, and I just found that really crazy. So we put in some carpet because I felt like that made a little bit more sense. Now right here, what I'm doing is I am pulling up each room again and then trying to find pieces that are missing, because when I was connecting all the rooms together, I did not have move objects on, so a lot of stuff was getting deleted. So at this point, I am pulling the room back up, figuring out what pieces I lost, and putting them in the room. So necessarily the room isn't the same layout possibly or design as what was given to me, but I only used items from those rooms, and I honestly hardly changed that much out. The majority of all the rooms are the same exact way that they come in The Sims. There is very little items that I added or removed. I will say though, I did completely redo all the windows and the outside doors of the house to help them fit the aesthetic of the house better, so that way it just had a better flow, I guess you can say. And I did add a shower into the master bathroom because I realized there wasn't one in there, and I just felt like that was really weird. I felt like there should be a shower in the master bathroom, especially with how big it was, and I didn't want to deal with just not having a shower in there, basically. But I don't know, I really do. Obviously, it's ugly. I mean, we'll just say that right now. The Sims is great, and we love them, and we appreciate them, but they have interesting taste when it comes to designing rooms. Now, some are really nice, and I think they're getting a lot better at it, but it's also hit and miss sometimes. Some are pretty weird looking and just odd in general. So it's hit and miss. It's definitely hit and miss. I mean, especially like their houses that they do, like the pre-made EA homes, those are very funky, and I get that it has to be like in a price range and in a pack limit, but that's something else too. But I don't know, I still really like how the house ended up turning out, even though it's a really funky shape and just weird in general. I think I was able to make it all work really well and still give that effect that, hey, these are pre-made rooms, but it's still a house, and it flows really well, and it looks good together, and I feel like all the pieces just fit really well together, like how you would walk through the house. You know, you enter through the formal living room, then you go into the dining, which leads you into the family room, and from the family room you have access to, you know, the bedrooms, and you have access to the study, you have access to all these different parts of the house. So I think it went really, really well. I do enjoy it. And again, here I am trying to adjust the roofing one more time. I still I don't know. I added the other room in. I added the laundry room in, so obviously I had to fix the roofing, and I was just trying to figure it out, and it was a mess. It was a mess. We do, like I said, come back and completely fix it, so it won't look like that forever. I do promise you. I believe in a minute here we're actually going to rotate the whole entire house. Originally, I wanted it built on this side, but I ended up changing my mind, and I flip it so the house is actually facing the right direction. I always go back and forth with that. In this lot, I really like this lot because I like the size of it, and I like that little corner location of it. But when it comes to building here, I always go back and forth if I want to build a house the direction I have it now, or build it the actual direction the lot is orientated, so that way when like pictures are taken for the gallery or anything like that, it looks, you're actually seeing the front of the house. Because I do have some builds up on the gallery that are crooked, I guess, looking. Like, you get a side shot as the main shot, which is so annoying, but I felt like the house oriented better there. And since it has the double sidewalk, technically either any side could be your front entrance. So I mean, I don't know. Like I said, when I do rotate it, I do feel like it flows a lot better, because right now we have everything is off the one road. When I rotate it, the front door is off one road, and then the patio is off the other road, so it all just kind of flows a little bit better, and I do like how it turned out a lot. I have some really gnarly bug bites right now, and I don't know where they came from. I'm obviously in my house. I'm not outside, but I don't know if I got them earlier and they're just now starting to itch or what. I am seriously the most prone person to bug bites you will ever meet. There are multiple times that I'll go outside and within seconds I get bitten and destroyed by bugs. And I don't get it. I feel like I'm a fairly clean person. I do wash myself. I cleanse myself. Like, it's not like I'm a dirty person or anything. So I don't know what attracts mosquitoes and bugs and stuff, but I just get bit so easily. Like, my mother-in-law, her and her husband, they get their house, like, mosquitoed infected or whatever, demosquitoed. Like, some guy comes and sprays the property, and it's supposed to help with mosquitoes and bugs and all those other sort of things. And I was out there for a little bit, and then I come back inside, and I'm, like, scratching myself. And he's like, "Did you get bit by a bug?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did. I always do. Like, I'm so used to it by now." He's like, "Oh, that's crazy. I was just thinking about how he did a really good job, and there hasn't been that many bugs around recently, even though we're due soon." And I was like, "Oh, well, I always get attacked, so it's nothing new," which is just annoying and crazy. And if you have any recommendations or tips or tricks or anything, definitely let me know, because I'm so over getting bitten by mosquitoes. Oh my word. Now, okay, I haven't really been paying attention to the build here, but I'm assuming all I did was put around all the windows, and here I am again playing with the roofing. I really just did not know what I wanted to do for the longest time, and then I come back, the next day, and I kind of figure it out, and I believe the roof I picked the second time around does look a lot bigger and better, I guess. I think one of the biggest things is just how the front entrance is. I think it's just like the wideness of it is what throws off the roof and makes it look worse than it actually is. But maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. In the end, I think I really like how it turned out, and I think it was okay. So yeah, that's good. But here we are rotating the house. I think we have to end up doing it one more time because, like, everything kind of got messed up. But we do, there we go. Give it a quick little rotate, and then here we are on to the third day. As you can see, I did fix the roof already, and then now we're working on the backyard. So what I did with the backyard and the back patio is that I actually picked out 2 different pre-made room sets that are meant for the backyard, and one of them I placed on the patio, and the other one I actually placed in the backyard. And then I took some of these items and just spread them out throughout the yard as well to just help with landscaping and just designing and all that kind of stuff. Like, I bring some of it up front to be like on the front porch and all that kind of fun stuff, so that way the whole house, like the yard at least, was decorated with these preset items that were meant to, like, all go together and be a backyard set. But it's not like in this little blocky backyard setup kind of thing. And like I said, in the end, I do really like how it turns out, and I feel like the flow of the place is a lot better now than how it was before, and just a little bit more livable and usable. and I think it just looks really nice. So here we are going to do some landscaping and some gardening, and I believe I'm actually going to end the video off here because there really isn't much left to say about it. I used pre-made rooms, I built a house, I fixed the roofing, and yeah, that's really about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the build and what other challenges I should do next, and I will see you guys all again next time.